And I disagree with many of the large asset managers who keep on saying SA is so cheap, now's the time to buy. I just don't see it, and the market is not seeing it. I mean, our market is now down 5-6% from its peak 3-4 months ago. The commodities have gone a little bit flat, but if the signals are there, Alec, I will definitely change my
Mm.
recommendation.
Well, it's good to be talking with Magnus Heystek. You tracked the facts about investing offshore, but I guess we wouldn't have expected anything different from you, given that this is a drum you've been beating for the last 10 years. What would it take to perhaps change your mind? Would you ever change your mind in this respect, i.e., that given South Africa is a tiny part of the global economy, we should be diversifying our assets around the world?
Yes, good afternoon, Alec. My views have been from the last 11 years have been based on facts and the analysis and extrapolation of those facts as best one can into the future. And it was based on the commodity cycle taking one terrible dive and it dragged South Africa down with it. The rand has been fairly stable despite being volatile. It's exactly where it is 5 years ago. Yet the offshore markets have done incredibly better. A couple of people asked me, would you advise bringing money back to South Africa and under what conditions? And it's a very valid question, and it's one that I look out for as best I can. First of all, it's got to be a signal from government that it is turning around on its trajectory towards more state intervention, more regulation, more socialism, and more redistribution. And you need a signal somewhere along the line that the ANC admits this is the wrong way, we need to change that. So that's what one must need to look out for. Secondly, if the commodity cycle really does start turning around, one can really recommend some commodity stocks in South Africa. And thirdly, if one can have a look at an improvement in law and order. And lastly, if the foreigners start buying our stocks again, you cannot discount the fact that the foreigners have been fleeing our stock market for a very long time. But if they start buying, you'll immediately see an improvement in the mood. You'll see the markets lift. The rand probably will strengthen, but I don't see it yet. You're waiting for a heartbeat of a semi-comatose patient, but it can happen. And if it happens, I'll be the first one to say, yes, now's the time to bet on SA.